Good day to everyone, welcome, and today we will be talking about the factors affecting and contributing to motivation. Number 1 is the attribution theory. In this, theorists believe that motivation is being influenced by attributions, internal or external factors, and these can be classified into 3 types: locus, stability, and controllability. So, locus, or the place of focus, is the type of attribution to motivation that might be from the internal or external factors. For instance, if the student had a high grade because he submitted all his requirements and studies and reviews the lesson during his free time, then the attribution is coming from the internal. However, if the student says that his good grade is contributed mostly with the good and effective teaching of the teacher and adequate facilities for learning, then the attribution is coming from the external. Second is the stability. Are the attributions stable or unstable? So, an example of this is that, if the student believed that his poor performance is because of the genes inherited from his parents, then the attribution is stable and it can no longer be changed. Otherwise, if the student is aware that she have poor performance because of having poor eyesight due to excessive use of cell phone, then the attribution is unstable and still can be changed because the learner can use eyeglasses for a better performance. Third one is controllability. Are the attributions controllable or uncontrollable? Best example for this are teachers, teaching strategy, and students, learning strategy and habit. If attribution is coming from the teacher's teaching strategy, then it is uncontrollable or out of the student's control. However, if the attribution is coming from the student's learning strategy, then it is the student who is in control. So if he had a poor grade because he is not listening, then he can adjust next time and learn to listen during the lecture in class. So then, how does attribution affect motivation? Simply, motivation tends to increase when students attribution failure to lack of effort because they can still improve and increase their effort next time and it's under their control. Otherwise, motivation tends to decrease when students attribution failure to uncontrollable cause like luck or even ability, if viewed as stable. This is according to Weinstock on 2007.
Second theory is the self-efficacy theory. It is the belief in one's ability to successfully execute a specific task or achieve a goal, proposed by psychologist Albert Bandura. It emphasizes the role of confidence in driving motivation, effort, and persistence. Individuals with high self-efficacy are more likely to embrace challenges, persist through difficulties, and recover from setbacks as they view obstacles as opportunities to grow. Conversely, those with low self-efficacy may avoid tasks they perceive as difficult, fearing failure. Self-efficacy is influenced by factors such as past experiences of success, observing others succeed, verbal encouragement, and emotional states. In education, fostering self-efficacy in students by providing manageable challenges and positive feedback can enhance their performance and resilience. Next to the self-efficacy theory is the self-determination and self-regulation theories. In this, when a student believes that he has some choice and control regarding the things they do and directions their lives take, he becomes intrinsically motivated, and this can be seen in his capacity of self-regulation, or it is the person's ability to master himself. There are indicators of self-regulation, and these are having the abilities to set standards for oneself, monitor and evaluate one's own behavior against such standards, impose consequences on oneself for one's successes or failures. This is according to Wormrod on 2004. If so, how does self-regulation relate to motivation? A student who is capable of self-regulation is more likely to be more intrinsically motivated because he sets his goals and standards. He monitors his progress and evaluates his own learning. There are processes involved in self-regulation, cited by Ormrod in 2004. These include goal setting, or knowing what they want to accomplish. Next one is planning, where learners determine ahead of time how best to use the time they have available for learning. Third one, attention control, wherein they focus their attention on the subject matter at hand and clear their minds of distracting thoughts and emotions. Another one is application of learning strategies. In this, choosing different learning strategies depending on the specific goal they want to accomplish. Self-monitoring is also one of the processes where students continually monitor their progress toward their goals, and they change their learning strategies or modify their goals if necessary. Lastly, is the self-evaluation. Learners determine whether what they have learned is sufficient for the goals they have set. Motivation theorists suggested some ways to enhance students' sense of self-determination about school activities and assignments. First is present rules and instructions in an informational manner, rather than controlling manner. Next one is to provide opportunities for students to make choices. And lastly, evaluate student performance in a non-controlling fashion. Okay, so next theory contributing to motivation is the choice theory. In this, it says that we are born with specific needs that we are genetically instructed to satisfy, wherein aside from physical need to survival, there are also 4 basic psychological needs to be emotionally healthy. The need for belonging or connecting. This motivates us to develop relationship and cooperate with others. Without the need for belonging and cooperating, people would only strive to be independent. Another need is the need for power. Power is gained through competence, achievement, and mastery. People's genetic instruction is to achieve, master new skills, and to be recognized for their accomplishments. The next need is the need for freedom. People tend to be motivated if they have the freedom to choose, because it is a part of what it means to be humans, and one of reasons why people's species has been able to evolve, adapt, and thrive. Lastly, is the need of having fun. It is our playfulness and our sense of discovery that allows us to learn as much as we do. So what do these imply to our task to facilitate learning? Teachers must come up with a need-satisfying environment by making every student feel she belongs to that class, which motivate her to go to school. Teachers must also help students acquire power by making them achieve, by making them master their lesson, and end up very competent, and teaching them that power is competence and not bullying and other irresponsible behaviors. To motivate students for learning, facilitators and teachers should give them ample freedom to choose parameters that are safe and responsible, developmentally appropriate, and supportive of learning. That is the ultimate purpose of freedom, to help students learn and grow into the responsible persons they called to be. Lastly is teacher should come up with a need-satisfying environment by satisfying the fun they need. For fun is a universal human motivator. If so, how does choice theory influences motivation? Students are more likely to be intrinsically motivated when they are in a need-satisfying environment that responds to their need to belong, to have power, to have free choice, and to have fun. This is according to Glosser.
Next theory is the goal theory. The goal we set for ourselves affect our level of motivation. There are several types of goals. In relation to learning, we can speak of learning goals and performance goals. How do they differ? Learning goal is the desire to acquire additional knowledge or master new skills. Performance goal is the desire to look good and receive favorable judgments from others, or else look bad and receive unfavorable judgment, according to Ormrod 2004. So which type of goal is the intrinsically motivated student occupied? Obviously, the ideal student is the student with a learning goal. The student with a learning goal is mastery-focused, while the student with a performance goal is performance-focused.
So here is the comparison of mastery-focused and performance-focused classrooms. So in mastery focused, success is defined as in mastery and improvement. However, in the performance focused, it is in high grades and doing better than the others. So in terms of the value, in the mastery focused, value is placed on effort and improvement. And in the other hand, in performance focused, it is placed in high grades and demonstration of high ability. In terms of the reasons for satisfaction, mastery focused is about meeting challenges and hard work. However, for the performance focused, it is about doing better than the others and success with minimum effort. The next one is that teacher-oriented towards. In terms of for the mastery focused, students learning, and for the performance focused, it's about student performance. View of errors. So in mastered focus, it is a normal part of learning, but for the performance focused, it is a basis for concern and anxiety. The next one is the reasons for effort. For the mastered focus, it increased understanding, and for the performance focus, it's in high grade and doing better, also doing better than the others. So next one is the ability, wherein for the mastered focused, ability is viewed as incremental and alterable, while for the performance focus, it is an entity and fixed. So reasons for assessment. For the master focused, it measures progress toward preset criteria and provide feedback. On the other hand, for the performance focused, it determines grades, compares students to one another.
Self-determination and goal setting is an effective motivational tool in education, focusing on the importance of making learning objectives meaningful and relevant to students. When students find lesson objectives relevant to their lives, they feel a stronger sense of ownership and motivation, leading to deeper engagement. This is in contrast to traditional teaching methods, where students merely memorize content for exams. To foster intrinsic motivation, educators should design objectives that connect with students' personal and real-life experiences. Effective goal setting involves key elements such as goal acceptance, specificity, challenge, performance monitoring, and performance feedback. Students must accept and commit to their goals, which should be clearly defined, challenging but attainable, and regularly monitored. Providing constructive feedback helps students stay on track and improve. Educators can make goals more actionable by ensuring they are SMART, specific, measurable, attainable, result-oriented, and time-bound. While tracking progress is important, combining it with timely feedback is essential to maximize learning outcomes. Ultimately, teaching should move beyond rote memorization and periodic exams. Instead, educators should engage students by aligning goals with their interests, incorporating SMART goals, and providing continuous feedback to support their growth and motivation.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs is a theory that explains what motivates people by organizing their needs into levels, from basic to more advanced. At the bottom are basic needs like food, water, air, and shelter, which are essential for survival. Next comes safety and security, which include feeling protected and financially stable. Once these needs are met, people can focus on higher needs. The first of these is love and belonging, which means having friendships, family, and relationships. After that is self-esteem, which involves feeling confident, valued, and respected by others. At the top is self-actualization, which is about personal growth and becoming the best version of yourself. According to Maslow, people can't focus on higher needs until their basic needs are met. In schools, this means students learn better when they feel safe, supported, and connected. Teachers can help by creating a welcoming environment, building students' confidence, and giving them chances to grow and succeed.